Hey y'all, this is your girl with another IGTV video. I'm sitting here playing with my laptop. YouTube video on narcissistic personality disorder. So I'm gonna kick some videos out late tonight. What's up? How y'all doing? The topic of this video is you cannot raise a man. You cannot raise a grown boy. You cannot raise a man boy, a man child. You can't. You can't. You cannot build him up. You cannot treat him like a project that you invest money, time, and clothes in. He either got it or he don't. He either got it or he don't. And you shouldn't have to fucking train his ass how to treat you. We're not doing that in 2020. Them days are over. I'm gonna tell y'all something. A lot of these men have no home training. All they can do is slang dick. And you wanna know why that's all they can do? Because they have not been taught any better. They have no home training, no etiquette training, no class, no moral compass. And because we are good natured, we have big hearts, we're empathetic, and we see the good, we want to see the good in people, we'll try to fix a motherfucker. We'll try to teach a motherfucker. We'll try to show a motherfucker the way. We try to elevate, clean a motherfucker up. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I've said it a million times actually. You cannot throw a cup of sugar over a pile of dog shit. It's still dog shit at the end of the day. Sugar coated dog shit. And y'all be investing money and trying to clean up these men. No. Sweetie, when you clean him up and you do for him and you buy him a car, you get him new Jordans and clothes and trick on his ass and clean his ass up, all he's gonna do is go smile in the next bitch's face with the shit that you bought him. All your hard work is being used to impress the next bitch. How about that? Let me tell you something. Them days are over. We got to get back to the days of when men behaved like men. Men knew what chivalry was. A man knew when to open the fucking car door. A man had manners. He was a gentleman. He knew how to court you. He was consistent. These motherfuckers today, they looking for mommies. They want somebody to take care of their ass. They want to move into your apartment. They don't want nothing in their name. And they want you to foot the bill for every fucking thing so they can save money. And they only saving money to either feed their gambling addiction or to use it to take the next bitch out on a date, the side bitch. So where do they learn this behavior, y'all? Where do they learn this motherfucking behavior? And I'll tell you where they learn it. Look at their mammy and they pappy. Look at their parents. Look at their motherfucking parents. And what will you see? What do you see? Look at the history. What did mommy and daddy exemplify when your man was a child? Was mommy and daddy loving? Did they treat each other with respect? Did they go on constant dates? Was daddy romantic with mommy? Did daddy always buy mommy candy and flowers? Did he wine and dine her? Did he treat her with respect in front of his children? So his children, especially his sons, could see how a man is supposed to properly treat a woman and court a woman and respect a woman. Was his daddy a stand-up man? The answers are in his childhood. Was his mommy a respectable woman? Did she respect herself? If there was violence in the household and his daddy was whooping and beating on his mommy, did she respect herself enough to leave the relationship for the sake of her children? Or did she stay in the relationship exposing her children to the abuse? Because subliminally, her sons are going to think it's okay for a man to hit on a woman because they see their daddy beating on their mama. They see their mama being a fucking caretaker while she's being beaten down. So subliminally, in their conscious, they're going to think women are fucking doormats. Women are fucking caretakers. Women are emotional and verbal punching bags. And for the real losers, they think women are actually punching bags, physical punching bags. See, the dynamic in the household, it really is credible to his growth as a man. If he grew up exposed to domestic violence, if his daddy ain't shit, his daddy's a fucking liar, a cheater, a woman beater. If his mommy is weak, a doormat, she doesn't respect herself, guess what? Guess what he's going to become as a grown man? He's going to be problematic for every single fucking woman he gets in a relationship with. Because his mother has no self-respect, he's going to view all women that way. He's actually going to seek out women with the same personality as his mother's. He's going to want to be with a weak woman, a sugar mama, a caretaker, someone who will pay all the fucking bills, a woman who will hand over her entire paycheck so he can go gamble it. He's looking for a sucker because his mammy was a motherfucking sucker. He's looking for a female who will tolerate the ass whoopings, a female who will remain silent after he repeatedly abuses her physically, verbally, emotionally, financially, whatever. He learns that shit from his trifling ass mammy and his pappy. Look at his upbringing, his childhood, the answers are all there. And if he has no respect for his mammy, you can just throw everything away. He will not respect any woman. His mother is the first woman he comes into physical contact with when he's born into this world. He learns everything about a female from his mother. So if this bitch don't respect herself and she has exemplified that she's a fucking doormat, he's going to grow up thinking all women are the same fucking way. Or he's going to bump heads with a real strong bitch. When he gets in a relationship with a bitch that's not going to tolerate that shit, he's going to hate her. So, when you meet a man and he sees that you carry yourself with class and grace and you are no nonsense and your standards are high, that should be more than enough to let him know how he's supposed to come correct, and he's supposed to stay consistent. But these abusive ass men start slipping after they think they've locked you down, and they don't have to stay consistent. And a lot of y'all get caught up with trying to train a motherfucker or getting into arguments or discussions about how you want to be treated. And that's where you fuck up. I'm not explaining my motherfucking self. Either he got it in him or he don't, ladies. If he has no class, no etiquette, you cannot force it. You cannot teach it. His mammy and his pappy ain't got it in them either. They did not teach him this. It's not your job to teach him. If he don't have it, drop his ass. That's that simple. We got to stop babying these fucking men and giving them passes for the fuck shit that they do. If he can't handle you, he need to go find a bitch on his level, a bitch that could care less about having any type of standards or class or moral. He needs to go find his equal, a bitch that'll settle for that shit. Do not force him. Do not train him. Leave him alone. Because he doesn't have it in him. And he's going to be fucking resentful at you for even, pushing him to that standard. He doesn't want to go there. A lot of women think they can buy a man, train a man, mold a man, all that. No, the fuck you can't. Either the nigga got it in him or he don't. And the moment you find that he's been fronting and lying and he did and said all that shit just to get you to fuck with him, the moment you see that nigga fold and be inconsistent is the moment you slam the door and get the fuck on. He's a liar. He cannot keep up with your standards. He belongs with a basic ass bitch in the mud, in the gutter, someone he can relate to. 2 rats in the fucking sewer. You leave him to go be with a bitch that'll tolerate that shit. Stop training these fucking men. Either they got it in them or they don't. All right, y'all? Have a good evening. Love y'all.